With all the mind-numbing, gory action I consume on a daily basis playing video games, playing Stray was a breath of fresh air. To be honest, when I first started this game, my violent monkey brain, I just wasn't having it. I was like, it's cute, there's cats running around, but there's just not enough here right now. But it's like the game knew that I said that, because as soon as I did, the game sent you down into the dark abyss. Now in this breathtaking reimagining of Detroit, Michigan, you must explore and find your way out back to the surface. And this is by far Stray's biggest strength, the world, the people you meet. Well, I say people, they're not really people. As you first delve into this deep, dark city, the game presents questions. Where are the humans? What are these robots? Why are these dudes trying to suck me dry? It's all great questions with great answers, I felt like, during the gameplay, and it felt organic to discover what was going on with the world. You know, the atmosphere, the vibe, the music, it all works together wonderfully. Plus, this game makes you really feel like a cat. You can snuggle up with people, you can scratch everything. Honestly, one of the best parts about this game is just being a cat and trying to ruin everybody's livelihood and then act all innocent after. And it's crazy because they just let you go. They forgive you just because you're a cat. If you're a cat, you can get away with anything, I believe. Like, I would just go into people's homes, destroy their livelihood, just ruin their day, and they just wouldn't care. In fact, sometimes they even blame the other robots. I think it was a mix of like linear missions and my favorite, the more open areas to explore. The linear missions, the simple level design, straight to the point, they're pretty easy, but I enjoyed myself. The open areas where the game shines, there's a lot to find, there's a lot of secrets, some side quests to even do, which I was surprised. Now, most of the side quests, you're just collecting things. Honestly, most of the game is just you collecting things. My favorite collectathon was probably where you find the music sheets to give to the music player, because she was laying down some nasty tunes. Now, the main plot of this game, it's simple, it's pretty predictable, but honestly, I think it gets the job done. I think it makes way for the world to do most of the talking for it. And I mean, just look at the world. I mean, come on, dude, look at this shit. Look at this shit. It's a great cyberpunk atmosphere. The environment variety as well, I think, is great here. There is the obligatory sewer level, which was probably my least enjoyable section, but everything that's like kind of city-like is where the game really shines with the atmosphere. I don't know, just an aside, does anyone else just hate game sewer levels? Like, I've always just dreaded going into the sewers in a game. I just don't find them that interesting, to be honest. Like, look, we crafted this beautiful game world for you to explore. Let's put you down in a deep, dark, filthy layer. Like, why? Now, my main gripe with the game is definitely the gameplay. I think it's the main thing holding this back. It's simple most of the time. Most of the time, you're just walking. But I think when it tries to introduce a new thing, it's just too simple for its own good. The platforming, you kind of just press one button, it's pretty boring, and it's in the game a lot. There's some like light combat, light stealth parts that frankly to me were pretty boring, but they don't overstay the welcome. I think they knew that the gameplay wasn't there, so they try not to make it too long. Speaking of length, the game itself is not that long. I finished it in about 5 hours, and that's with doing a lot of extra content. There's even an achievement that challenges you to finish the game in under 2 hours, which I definitely think is possible if you beeline it and know exactly what to do. Honestly, as a selling point, I don't dig it, because speedrun is supposed to be a challenge, and if any schmuck like me could do it, then there might be a problem with your game length. With that being said, I was definitely ready for it to be over by the time I beat the game. The gameplay had worn thin by then because it was just too simple, but I think they ended at just the right time. At least it felt like the right time. I don't know, my eyes were kind of on fire. I played the game from like 3 a.m. to 8 a.m., so I'm kind of an idiot for that. I'm a selfish dickhead, so I'm gonna put this on the game. The only other real layer here is puzzles, I guess. They're just really easy. The whole game is pretty easy, which I think it should be. It's fine. You're more here for the adventure than, you know, trying to spend 20 minutes like in God of War doing fucking puzzles. My last thing would be the immersion as the cat. I think they do a good job. You have like a drone character with you throughout that translates what people are saying, which I think is good in terms of story. But if you want like a true cat experience, this shit not realistic. This cat could never be real because it cares too much. We all know cats don't give a fuck about what's happening around them. This cat cares too much about what's happening in this world. As soon as the cat fell down the drain, instead of saying, oh my god, I have to explore this world and fix it, the cat say, damn, that's crazy, and he would just like go sit and sleep somewhere for like 10 hours. But listen, if you think that's a legitimate criticism, then either you expected too much out of a video game, or you're just a nitpicking asshole, so shut your ass up. The first cat-like game, first cat-type game, I'm gonna give it a high B. I was tempted to give it a low A, but the more I look back on it, while I did really enjoy the adventure, the gameplay's just not there. And especially for the price, $30, you have to wait for this to be on sale, in my opinion, for it to be worth it. Okay, somehow I made this video longer than the God of War one, which is a good 3 hours longer. So just know, PETA, if you ever watch this, I'm an ally of the animal community. I would never do anything bad to any animals. We eat barbecue tonight.